Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the books I'm going to be reading for my spring break readathon. I did notice that I did not mention in my past video where I talked about the readathon, the dates I'm going to do it. So it's going to last from yesterday, which was March 20th, until April 4th. Those are going to be the dates. Stay tuned so you can see the books that I'll be reading for this challenge. The books I'm going to be talking about them in the order that I'm going to be reading them. How did I choose the order? It was chosen randomly with a random generator. If you want to know the prompts, just go back to the other video. I'm going to leave it down in the description if you're interested to learn more about this personal readathon that I created. Alright, without further ado, the first book I'm going to be reading, it's Eragon by Christopher Paolini. This is more of a reread because I did read it when I was younger, but I want to read it again. Because when I was younger, I only read the first two books, and I want to read the entire series of Eragon. So for the second book, I'm going to be reading King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I have already read something funny when I was asking in Facebook group about which books should I read, and I had the option of King of Scars. People kept telling me you have to read the books before. I have read the books before. I did read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, Six of Crows duology, and now I'm up for King of Scars and Rule of Wolves, and yeah, I'm going to be reading King of Scars as well. Now for the next book, this was an anticipated release for this year, and I'm very excited to read this book because it is a sequel. I really love reading the first book, and now I'm going to read the sequel, which is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. It's a very long book, but it's a very good book. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very good book. I really enjoyed the first book, so I'm confident that I'm going to be enjoying this book as well. Okay, for the fourth book, I'm going to be reading The Gilded Ones. This was an anticipated release for last year, and this one I actually got it with my Owl Crate box. Yes, I got it with my Owl Crate box, and I gotta say, this version, it's super beautiful. The original version doesn't have this print behind. The Owl Crate edition has it here. Just wanted to point it out because it's so beautiful. So yes, I'm going to be reading The Gilded Ones, and I think The Gilded Ones is actually my shortest book of my TBR. And then we have the fifth book. It's also an anticipated release for this year, and the moment I saw that it was out, I went right ahead to Barnes & Noble to buy it. I really loved the American version, and I knew I needed to have this book, and it's Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I'm really excited to be reading this one as well. So yeah, all the books, I'm really excited to read them. And the last book I'm going to be reading, it's going to be for the prompt of reading an unfinished book. So I'm going to be working on finishing The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. I'm around page 120 something. I know it's going to be super long. However, let's see, I may not be able to finish, but I think I'm gonna get I'm going to read a lot more of it, even though I don't finish it. Alright, Something else to mention, the books of Aragon and The Eye of the World are going to be ebook format. So I'm going to be reading them with my Kindle. One moment. I'm going to be reading them with my Kindle. I cannot show it off because I don't know where I put it at this moment. So something I do when I'm reading, I'm usually reading at least 2 books at a time, 2 or 3, depending, because I may be listening to an audiobook. So usually what I do is when I'm at bed, I actually read from the Kindle, and when I'm not at bed, then I read the physical book. However, I do put this, it's going to be like an order of priorities. So my first priority, like, it's going to be Aragon. So Aragon, I'm going to be reading like all the time until I finish it. And when I finish Aragon, I'm going to go to King of Scars. And while I'm reading King of Scars, then in the places where I can't like take the physical book, it's harder to read. For example, in my bed, I'm also going to be reading The Eye of the World. So technically, I'm going to be reading 2 books at the same time most of the time, until I get to like that last book. So yeah, I don't know if I may be able to like go as fast as I can. I really hope so. At least my goal is to finish at least 4 out of 6 books. So I'm hoping I can finish that. But I'm also like, even though I'm in spring break, I do have like a lot of things to do. So this is me hoping I can finish at least 4 books. And I mean, I could do it. I can do it. Yes, I can do it. So yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching the video. If you like my video, make sure to like it, like the video, leave a comment about your impressions of the books. I want to know what you think, about what everybody thinks of those books, if they have read it, if you guys liked it. Let me know down in the comments, and which of the books you're most excited about, because like I see all of them, I'm excited about all of them. For me, the book I'm most excited about is House of Sky and Breath. It was like my most anticipated release, and I'm super excited to be reading it. So yeah, just leave in the comments which book are you most excited for, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Till next time.